Hey guys. How's everyone? I slept in once again. Man, I'm not used to sleeping in. I don't know. I don't know if sleeping in is worse than, for me, not getting enough sleep or not. Hey, Wissa. How are you? As for the rest of the day, I feel like I'm trying to catch up. I'm not 100%. Not yet. I don't know if I'm better or not yet. Sleeping, period, is worse for me. How so? Why is sleeping not a good thing for you? And we need to fix that. Sleep is vital.
You don't go to the.
It's how we restore. Physically, mentally, psychologically, as well as spiritually. I will have a Ayurvedic sleep expert up on the 19th. What is today? Today's the 8th. So just over a week. Hey, sissy. I'm just being silly. Sleep is vital. I get about 2 to 5 hours every night. I get about 4 to 5 every night. Occasionally I get 6. The thing is, with me, I never, sleeping in, I never go really, truly back to sleep. Basically just laying there in a daze. So generally I think I may as well get up. But since, man, my head was heavy with snot, I know that doesn't sound like a very pretty picture. It wasn't a very pretty picture. I thought, man, what's the point in getting up? Speaking of which, so I want to feel better by this afternoon as I have a guest. We have Lisa Natoli, who is a profound healer. She's a teacher of A Course in Miracles. Good morning, Kat. I love you too. This nostril's feeling better. This one isn't. Still under the weather. This cold is lingering. Normally I can shake it off in about 3 days. I say normally, but it's been a long time since I've been sick. Anyway, I do want to feel better by the time my guest comes. Hanging out with Lisa is going to be pretty profound, I have the feeling. Hey guys, what did you think of Lloyd yesterday afternoon? Alright guys, let's get this shoe on. A monumental effort. And it says good morning to Sissy. Once I am shod, that is the proper use of the word, by the way. You put your shoes on. Once your shoes on, you are shod. So once I am shod, we'll dive in. We'll start with what I wrote this morning. Once it says, oh, I got to see that. Do you know if she has much experience with knowledge of autoimmune? Guess I'll find out. She had a autoimmune disease. She has healing programs that she does offer. She's a teacher of A Course in Miracles as well as Advaita Vedanta. And also has, documented her own healing journey and offers healing programs. So she will be on 1 o'clock Eastern time. This is Lisa Natoli. I've been looking forward to her for a while. And then the 19th, if you have any issues sleeping, if you want to learn about meditation, you have some questions about any Ayurvedic practices, we have the head physician of the Chopra Institute, Sheila Patel, who was going to come up. She was actually one of the meditation teachers that taught me how to teach meditation. As you know, I'm a certified Chopra, as you might know, certified Chopra meditation teacher, primordial sound meditation. I have taught a couple of people here in the chat. Actually, I think today, just one of the people in the chat, but I'm happy to teach more if anyone wants to learn. Hey, Praveen. Kat says, wow. What are we wowing about? My biceps? My traps. It's got to be my traps, right? Are we wowing about my traps? Are we wowing about my dreamy eyes? Or my beard? Because my beard is on point this morning. I'm afraid to move. Because if I move, the beard might like shift and I won't be on point anymore. So I'm going to hold my head still. When I talk to Lisa this afternoon, she's going to be like, something wrong? And I'm like, I'm afraid to move because I don't want my beard to shift. Kat says, me. Kat, my greatest meditation student. In one session, she exceeded the teacher. She reached enlightenment in one easy session. She ascended. And then she looked down and said, I'll come back and hang out with you guys. I'll slum it for a bit. All right. Today, by the way, for me, lesson 108 of A Course in Miracles. I guess I should tie both shoes, right? Yep, she will be on the 19th, Praveen. What made you wear glasses? My nose called forth the glasses. It needed something to do. It was just hanging out on my face, serving no purpose whatsoever. I thought, you know what? I need some kind of ornament. It's sort of like a Christmas tree. Hey, Fred. Fred, thanks for coming in. Thanks for all you do. Milo says, came up with a new workout technique. Care to hear it? If you care to share it. Melissa says, humbug. I'm going to add in a ba to top that off. So lesson 108. This has been very profound for me. And it's a great practice that you can do right now and immediately feel the benefits of. To give and receive are one in truth. The way we practice it. Sit quietly. Be still. And think these words to yourself. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Close your eyes for 5 minutes. And just imagine whoever comes into your life. What is it you want to give? What is it you want to receive? Because they are one in truth. Whatever you give is what you receive. Are you feeling disquieted? Are you feeling restless? Are you feeling lack of peace? Do you not feel abundant? What is it? What is it? Are you feeling guilty? All of this, if you are experiencing this, is because that's what you're giving to others. You are projecting it outwards, but there's an option. The opposite of projection, you would think, would be retraction, right? The opposite of projection is actually extension. We project all that we refuse to own about ourselves, which creates the shadows, creates the illusion, Maya, creates confusion of who we truly are. All of this is called by projection. We don't retract the projection because that would just bring it back within ourselves and it would be overwhelming and we once more would project it outwards. Endless cycle. We could call this, in yoga, the periods. What are we in the period? wish our friend Tom, Dr. Tom was here, because I don't remember it right now. We are in the age of Yuga, I believe. I might be mistaken about that. Anyway, we're going to keep repeating these cycles, thinking we're making progress. It's not progress. What's progress is when we refuse to project any longer, and now we decide to extend the kingdom of heaven. Pardon the religious language, but it's fitting. The kingdom of heaven is extended. We are creators, endowed with every single creative ability as the ultimate creator himself, herself, itself, God, the Tao. Except for one. We do not create ourselves, but we continue the creation by extending love, by extending peace. This is why we receive what we give. So, if we were to go through the day, if we were to go through a live stream, if we were to go with every single encounter, to everyone I offer quietness, to everyone I offer peace, to everyone I offer gentleness, to everyone I offer love. This is, I talk about this, one of the 7 laws of spiritual success as offered by Deepak Chopra. Give everyone a gift today. This is what you receive. This is a law of karma. Karma is not retribution. Karma is not justice. Karma isn't revenge. I often see people say Facebook status or whatever, when something bad happens to them, which they believe was caused by another. The boyfriend leaves, the girlfriend leaves, there's a divorce, you get fired. I believe in karma. They'll get theirs, which puts you smack dab in the center of any karmic retribution that's coming, because you've wished harm upon another. There's no inescapable position you can take within the karmic law of giving and receiving, cause and effect, except for one: forgiveness. There's 4 ways to escape karma. By the way, back to that Facebook status. Karma is not something to believe in or otherwise. It's actually part of the illusion, but it's an irretractable law within illusion. For every cause, there's consequences. And yet each consequence splinters into cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect, endlessly so. And we never know the end result of any of that. But we can escape it. Krishna offers 4 ways of escaping karma. There is the practice of Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion. Some say this is the surest path to enlightenment. We are devoted, every aspect of our life, to God. Giving and giving and giving to God. Serving others as a means of reaching God. It's a beautiful practice, profound. And then there's Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of knowledge. We escape karma by knowing who we truly are. There's Karma Yoga. You would think that's the surest way of escaping karma, right? It's about creating better karma, but not escaping it. And then we have Raja Yoga, Royal Yoga, King of Yoga. And it accumulates in meditation, bliss, pure consciousness, where we, as we meditate, we slip into the gap. The gap has no thought, therefore no action. Remember, Emerson said the ancestor of every action is a thought. So you slip into the gap, that thoughtless state, and you can't be producing any more karma, right? So you're literally starting to transcend it. There's another way that is not offered in the advice of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. But this is the profound truth of A Course in Miracles. You transcend karma by forgiving the illusion in which karma actually takes place. No illusion, no karma. Forgive, forgive, forgive. That's your practice. Lesson 108 says to give and receive are one in truth. So there is no escaping karma as long as you are participating in karma. But when you realize what I give is what I get back, And if I give forgiveness, I get forgiveness back. Then I have transcended karma itself. Let me read what I wrote. I'll put on my watch and we'll wrap things up. This is titled, All I Have to Offer. I'll dive back in the conversation in just a minute, guys. Lesson 108 of A Course in Miracles brings us to a profound truth that leads us right into a powerful practice. It literally presents the end of separation between us and puts in place the means for this realization. What I love about the Course is that a statement is made, but it's not asked to be taken as truth without the practicality of experience. With this lesson, we're told that giving and receiving are one in truth, and then led through a brief meditation to know this as being real, being of real value. The lesson has become a daily ritual for me, a continuous practice all through the day, wherever I am, and with almost every encounter as I'm able to remember. Giving and receiving are one in truth. Excuse me, guys. Now consider what's given that which you would most like to receive. I got to fix this up a bit. It's that simple, easy. And now I offer it to another, and now offer it to another. Everyone, all. Even those we might consider unworthy of the effort. There is no separation between us, just one all-encompassing mind linked as soul. What I project upon you is my own. All of my guilt, rage, and shame are shown to me as the world. I do not wish that for you, not for myself any longer either. So what I extend to you is love, true and unconditional. I offer kindness and the purest peace imaginable. This, too, is what I wish to receive. And from this point on, it's all I have to offer. I need to edit. I'm not much of an editor, guys. But when I read something out loud, I see all my little mistakes. All right, let's dive in. What are you guys talking about? You talking about me? Sissy, thank you. Thank you for the jewels. Milo said it's called pruning. Start by turning in the bath. Get in the bath, soak until your skin is pruned. Immediately work out after. Muscle fiber will grow into the pruned skin. Do we have any scientific evidence of this yet? Hey, men are brave. I'm doing okay. Thanks for coming in. We receive what we give. Absolutely, Anna. Thank you, Sissy. Kali Yuga, 2,700-year cycle ending around 2025, 2030, predicting mega shifts, collapses, cause and effect. But it's still part of the illusion. It's all part of the illusion. Exactly. Get off the carousel. What's it says? I feel like this is correct, but it's difficult to accept. The pruning. Sissy says, know thyself and choose different. You are on point, Sissy. The dog says, you seem like a smart guy. It's all an illusion. Are you willing to take a book recommendation? Sure. Well, I'm willing to hear it. How are you, Marlon? Escaping the cause and effect. This isn't a very good summary. But yes, that was incredibly interesting. I'm going to rewatch later and listen again. So it wasn't a very good summary? I'm sorry. We can try again if you want. If that was true, wouldn't people with saggy skin also grow more muscle? Hey, Beth. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Watch. Any questions about any of that whatsoever? I don't know I actually have answers, but we could talk about it, see what we come up with together. So if this is the worst that I feel when I talk to Lisa this afternoon, I will be able to get through it okay. Yesterday, talking to Lloyd, I felt really bad because I felt really bad. That says, I'm doing good. Thank you, and yourself? A little under the weather, my friend, but I'm glad you're doing well. Let's talk for a little bit more. Few more minutes, guys. We'll wrap things up. There's a reason why forgiveness, this type of forgiveness, this is a different type of forgiveness. Thank you for the virtual hug. Much, much appreciated. Much needed, too. Like everything else here, when we talk about A Course in Miracles, when we use long familiar terms, when you hear us say mind, we're not talking about the mind that you know. We're not talking about the brain. We're not talking about the, very often when we talk about Zen, we talk about Buddhism, and there's the no mind state, which is the ultimate emptiness of which everything becomes from. No mind state is actually mind, if we apply the terms used by Course in Miracles to that. I find there's little need to do so. If I go into a Zen discussion, a non-duality discussion, a Buddhist discussion, I don't want to bring the terms that I use in A Course in Miracles to that discussion, because it just creates a sort of a little bit of friction, a friction of thought. I'm insisting upon what I've learned. It's the whole Zen parable of the master with the teacup, right? Man comes into the Zen center filled with all of his ideas about Zen. He's read book after book after book. He's a serious professor at a serious university. He knows all about Zen. And he comes up to the Zen master who has experienced the ultimate state of no mind, being all mind. And the Zen master just smiles as the professor is going on and on and on. Finally, the Zen master says, would you like a cup of tea? The professor says, sure. Holds out his cup, picks up a cup, holds it out. And the Zen master just pours and pours and pours until the cup is over full, spilling all over the place, just spewing tea all down his hand. The professor gets very upset and says, what are you doing? Can't you see my cup is full? The Zen master says, yes. And much like the cup, you're so full of the information that you've learned that you're unable to experience the actual state of Zen of which we talk about. So there is, yes, there's no mind, there's this concept of mind, there's yoga mind, Buddha mind, Krishna mind. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the mind of God, which is the pure emptiness of allowingness for everything to spring forth. It's beyond words. This is why the Course says, we say God is and then fall silent, because anything that comes after would be a symbol of a symbol twice removed. This is why the Tao begins with the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. So any concept of God, almost every day someone comes in and says, I don't believe in God. And my answer can only be, I don't believe in the God that you don't believe in too. I want to dismiss every concept of God, even the ones that I come up with. So it's difficult to have a conversation, isn't it? My concept versus your concept. But when we have a conversation, how about we dismiss all concepts? Or we entertain that little openness that maybe the terms I know are used differently here. Melissa says, I've done so much thinking and writing about metaphysics and determinism versus free will. And can the random exist in a cause and effect world? But what was before, I really open to the supernatural. But that was before I was really open to the supernatural. So what are your views on free will? If we get to the point in our self-inquiry, asking, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Never settling, hey, sniper, never settling on an answer. You can only come to the conclusion there's no free will because there is no I that can choose. In the ending of the I, of that personal I, who's making a choice? Yet, if you continue in this line of self-inquiry, you see that some type of choice is present. There's no I that's choosing, and yet a choice is made. This is why the Tao Te Ching that says that I do nothing, yet everything gets done. This is why in A Course in Miracles, it says, you need do nothing. There is no you that is actually doing. As long as we are thinking from the mind that is thinking, we're going to have cause and effect. And yet there's another way to see the world. Again, this is a practice of self-inquiry. This is the 365 lessons, Course of Miracles. Lesson 1 through 50 strips you bare till there's nothing left. But it doesn't leave you there. I want to bring up Frances Lucille to our guests this afternoon. She has sat with Frances Lucille, Rupert Spiro, great non-duality teachers who are still awakening. Every so often people get stuck in that neo-advaita state of nothingness. I am nothing, you are nothing, the world is nothing, there's nothing. Very profound state, very profound realization. But don't stop there, because out of nothingness, the entire illusion springs up. Out of nothingness, there is the potentiality of somethingness. That's the great statement of the Buddhist Heart Sutra. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness, and the operative word is always is. Emptiness is form. It doesn't become form. Emptiness can never become form. Emptiness is form. Right now, this desk is emptiness itself, being a desk. Emptiness doesn't revert, or form does not revert back to emptiness. It is emptiness right now. We can't know this on a conceptual level, but we experience it as a desk. I love emphasizing desk. All right, where are we? Hey, Felix. I believe that we are in the game of free will. Without the fall of man, there would be no choice for evil. And if there's no choice for wrong, there was no free will, in my opinion. Interesting, Felix. Stephen says, mind can be free. It can overcome the body. So strictly from a course perspective, as well as at the depth of yoga realization, there is no body. And an illusion is an illusion is an illusion. The great lessons, 180, as Zoid was saying yesterday, it's the most repeated line in A Course in Miracles. I am not a body, I am free. I am still as God created me. God did not create the body. God did not create this world. This is the illusion of our projection, believing that there was an actual fall, believing that we were kicked out of Eden, believing that when Adam fell into that profound sleep in the garden, remember in Genesis, Adam fell into a sleep, and yet nowhere in the rest of the Bible does it ever say he woke up. However, Adam did wake up and knew this as a dream, and that was the ending of the universe, which has already ended, but we are living in that holographic instant. Thank you, Sage. Spirit is not the I, but between I and you. Did you read I Art Thou? That was the name of the book, right? If I'm remembering correctly, through the haze and fog of my befuddled mind, suffering a cold. What's it says? So a newborn infant have free will? Or does it simply respond to environment based on a combination of its biology and experience? If it doesn't have free will, when the magic moment it gains. When's the magic moment? I'm going to say that free will is the illusion of the ego. We have no free will until the birth of the ego. I actually remember, hey, Dr. Tom, I was mentioning before, I actually remember uh, the realization that I am thinking, and that was the birth of my ego. Had I known what was going to follow, man, I would have jumped back quickly. But I think we need to, in this world, we need to experience the ego and all of its effects in order to let the ego go. Eventually, gradually, slowly. But maybe not. Not yet, but I think you got the title right. Thank you, Sage. So remember, as long as we are arguing for the sense of, hey, Starseeker, how are you, my friend? As long as we are arguing for that sense of I, which is an illusion, there is free will. There is the illusion of free will. That doesn't mean there's an actuality of free will. As long as we think that we are these thoughts, as long as we think that we are the thinker of these thoughts, there's going to be that I think, therefore I am. However, once that is let go, once we realize there is no I that is actually having these thoughts, where and how can there possibly be free will? That doesn't mean we don't have a choice. We have the choice of deciding upon the ego, and we have the choice of deciding upon God. Within God, there's no free will because it's just God. Within ego, there is the perception of free will. Am I right about this? I don't know. Does it matter to me? Nope. My job is to just keep surrendering to God. My job is to keep choosing the Holy Spirit, which is the voice for God in every moment. Don't get hung up on the religious terms. We can change the Holy Spirit to what my friend Corinne Zupko says, the inner therapist. A few more minutes, guys. I'm hoping some fresh air. Abdul says, you're the gay church of heaven, Papa Yogi? It is a pretty happy church. I'll give you that, my friend. Todd, thank you so much for the high five and the jewels. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you, Tom. I loved having Lloyd up. Lloyd was wonderful. Thank you guys for being there. You know what? It's going to sound like I'm bragging. There's a reason. I'm bragging. In certain circles, social media, people are starting to want to come up and have a conversation, which thrills me to no end. That people think that they can come up and have an open, honest discussion about things that are of value to both of us, that we believe are helpful to ourselves and others in the world, and that they can freely express it, that there's not going to be a debate or an argument, that we listen. There's a reason for that. And it's because of you guys being so welcoming, accepting these people, listening, insightful questions. Thank you. Thank you for helping me create this place, guys. It doesn't exist without you. Felix says, because the fact that I can understand the fact that I can understand that I am able to choose where I want to go and what I want to desire, and choose to follow God because I want to free will based. It's a lot of going back and going back. Sometimes we have to. That's the whole essence of the neti meditation. Not this, not this, not this. Endlessly so. When we get to the end of not this, what do we have? I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. Thank you, Todd. Todd says, have a good day, Yogi. I got a new doctor today, and it's usually lots of fun. Hope it all goes good. I hope so, too. First, Todd, we were thinking of you. Hey, Long John, how are you? So let me backtrack. Guys, thank you for helping me finally create the place that I've always wanted on YouTube. Hey, Big Al. Now, here's the thing. That means I got to be very, very protective of it. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you for those healing vibes. So I will be very protective. Big Al says, Yogi, I subbed to the 2 new guests from yesterday. Awesome. Thank you, Big Al. Hey, Brian. Brian, how are you? There you go. Going to talk about it in the morning? Did I say that? What are we going to talk about in the morning? Hey, Lizard. How are you? Brian, I hope you're having a good morning so far. Country Wild Child. Did I miss you coming in? I apologize. Always sport protection. Brian says, I'm good. Thanks. Just meditating, listening to Turning for It, looking at fireplace. Nice. Sorry, guys. Lizard Scream says, hello. I don't know what we're supposed to talk about, Tiger King. By the way, I have guests on Tuesday. I know you said that makes you feel bad, but I can't proceed thinking that you're going to make an appearance at this point because you've said it before, and then you don't want to come up, and that's fine. You don't have to come up. But I can't say to a guest, nope, don't come up because someone else might. Does that make sense? I have to proceed with the best interest of everyone in mind. Whenever I am live and I don't have a guest, you don't need an appointment. You don't need to set a schedule. Come on up and say hi. But you don't have to. Oh, about keeping the conversation flowing. Yep. Everyone has, if you're here, if you're a regular participant in our conversation, in our friendship, I don't like calling it a community, guys. Communities have standards that I am unable to meet. I'm also unwilling to meet the standard of most communities. I'm going to paraphrase W.C. Field. Maybe it was Groucho Marx. I don't want to belong to any community that would have me as a member. I'm a retrograde. I do not belong in any community. I don't want to follow any particular rules because I have to follow we all do. We all have to follow the dictate of our highest mind, the Tao mind, Christ consciousness, the Holy Spirit. We have to follow our consciousness. So, which is fine. I can't have an issue with someone doing what they think is best for themselves or their channel. Absolutely fine. I don't have an issue for people doing what's best for their community. Absolutely fine. Nothing but love. However, I have to follow the dictates of the Holy Spirit myself. And that is doing my best to be as welcoming to all people who are sincere in wanting to be here. If there's not that sincerity, then I do have that option of timing someone out. And I will take that option more seriously now. A lot of people have said, well, how can you do that? Not a lot of people, one or two, particularly one who screamed it over and over again in a live stream. Contradiction, contradiction, contradiction. As, who was it? Leaves of Grass, Walt Whitman. If I contradict myself, so be it. Therefore, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. I'm the universe itself. As are you. I'm okay contradicting myself. When I say cast no one out, I'm talking about at the level of the heart, the level of the mind, where no one can indeed ever be cast out. However, on the level of form, you guys have helped me build something absolutely beautiful, and I want to protect it. I want to cherish it. I want to keep it flowing. So if you're not here to really, really participate, to have fun, we have a lot of fun. No one has to believe what I believe in. No one has to believe in what any guest believes in. But I do ask you guys to be respectful to each other, to be friendly, to be open, to be civil. If you can't be civil, you can block each other. I think it's a shame because I truly believe in what our friend Dove Fishman said a couple weeks ago. Bless your triggers because they reveal to you what you need to learn. If someone is triggering you in any way, if anyone is triggering you in any way, there's a lesson to learn. Why am I being triggered? Because whatever it is that's triggering me is within me. We're missing the point. There is no one here. There's no one here. You're not participating in a live stream, in a chat. There's no one here but you. What's being shown to you? Do you not like the mirror? Well, then don't shatter the mirror. Don't try to change it. Don't ban the mirror. Change your thoughts that are being projected upon the mirror and watch what changes. Yeah, we don't really talk about politics. I skirted down the edge of it. Who was it? Was I talking to? Where we talked a bit about? Reverend Tony. Just a bit. Just a bit. So this could be a great place to practice. But practice isn't easy. Practice is messy. There's going to be sign language, by the way. That's sign language for friction, for butting up against each other. There's going to be, trigger versus trigger. Our job isn't to go around pointing out people's triggers. Our job isn't to go around pointing out people's egos. There's only one ego. There's only one trigger. There's only one choice. Am I choosing the ego or I'm choosing the Holy Spirit? Am I choosing the ego or I'm choosing love? Our friend Tom, back to Tom, is a back to Yogi. He's choosing devotion. His entire life is devoted to devotion. Some have said that Bhakti Yoga is the surest path to God realization. And I think so. And I liken that A Course in Miracles, to use yogic terms, is actually, some might say it's a path of jhana, it's a path of knowledge. Some might say that it is karma yoga, because we are dealing with cause and effect to get to the ultimate cause, which is the mind. Me, I think Course in Miracles is Bhakti Yoga. It's the yoga of devotion, of doing nothing but turning to the Holy Spirit for every single answer to every single problem. The only problem is the belief that we are separate from God. Devotion fixes the issue of separation. You can't be devoted to something that you're separate from. It's an impossibility. You can only be devoted to what is. And what is an illusion. What is the reality of love itself. Back to yoga, the yoga of love, the yoga of devotion. Tom, I hope you don't mind me using it as an example, my friend. Yep, Tiger King, I'm asking you for help because, I'm going to be brutally honest here. You are often the trigger for many people, and many people are triggered by you. If that's news, I apologize. But I think it's pretty self-evident. You know, we got so many regular people here. I can guarantee you that every single regular person here, every single person that shows up on a regular basis, wants nothing but the best for you. No one here would ever try to hurt you. Most of them have actually really, really accepted you deeply in their heart and love you. I see Sissy extend love to you every single day, as well as everyone else. Long John is singing, I second that emotion. Second that emotion. Motown, and now I'm at a blank, thinking of who sang it. Help me out here, Long John. And it says, practice is messy. It is. And we're all practicing. Remember. Ram Dass. Brian, you too, my friend. We're all walking each other home. So, You see what I mean, Tiger King? I've explained and explained and explained. I don't think you need to stick up for yourself here. Maybe. I could be wrong. But you know what? I bet you Sissy would stick up for you. I bet you Cat would stick up for you. You think that Sniper is the problem. Sniper is not the problem. The problem is that everything comes to be a discussion about your hurt feelings. Every single conversation that we have somehow and at some point becomes a discussion on your hurt feelings. And everyone spends a huge amount of time trying to help you out and explain it wasn't meant to be that way, it wasn't meant to be that way, and that we love you. And I absolutely love the fact that everyone wants to rush to let you know that. But we can avoid it with one simple thing. We got your back. Okay? We got your back. Anna's got your back. Sniper has your back. Sniper has demonstrated that he has your back. See you, Big Al. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you for last night. Thank you, Kat. But the important thing to remember for all of us, our job isn't to point out anyone else's ego. Our job isn't to point out anyone else's mistakes or errors. Because everything takes place in the mind. If there's only one mind, the lesson isn't Tiger King's. The lesson is ours. The lesson is ours. Are we learning it? So there, Tiger King, we talked about it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate having the opportunity. This is why I asked for your help, because only you can help me. Only you, my friend. And I think you're up for the job. I think that you and I have become friends. I care about you. I think you care about me. I hope that you have the best interests of my channel at heart. Because if I can't do this, then that means that I got to go out and do something else, which means I won't be here. Which for me would be a great shame, because this is what I want to do. I am finally right now doing exactly what I want to be doing. Honest to God. All I've ever wanted to be was a writer. And I write every day, and I share what I write here. But to me, this is an extension of my writing, and the writing is an extension of my spiritual practice. I'm literally here doing what I want to do. Someone told me that someone said in another live stream, he's only in it for the money. It's a little weird. But I'm honest all the time. This is where I want to make my income. I want to earn my income doing what I love to do. If someone thinks there's something wrong with that, thank you, Christ for life. If someone thinks there's something wrong with that, should everyone quit their job and not do what they love to do? If you're a doctor and you feel like you're a healer because you love it, should that mean that you should quit or you should do it for free? I will never ask anyone for anything. Except for one. If you like my channel and you think that you could support it with $1 a month, that would be awesome. Even 99 cents a month, actually, not $1. That would be awesome. I have a membership. I don't offer any great spectacular things in my membership, but I do have it support my channel, keep me going. Buy me lentils. Buy me rice. Bananas. And if someone thinks that's wrong, I'm not asking for, a ton. I'm asking to get by in life. Our friend yesterday, Lloyd, towards the end of the discussion, he talked about trust. He's at the point now, he's sort of in the same place I am, except for one. Now he has absolute trust of being cared for by the infinite. And he's going through life with that trust, and everything's being given. I haven't quite yet gotten to that point, but I'm working on it. Hey, chat. Can I guess how many followers? He's an Indian, probably a million, right? Over a million. Wessa says there's nothing wrong with being compensated providing a product or service people take value from. Thank you, Wessa. Thank you. Sniper says, help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. That's my... me using the Force. It never works on you guys. You guys just shrug it off. You laugh at me. One day, though. Sissy says, yes, not only would I offer love in all transparency, as mentioned yesterday, I was one of the first to be heavily triggered. I even cried. But then the Holy Spirit broke out the whiteboard. And we wipe it clean. We wipe it clean. That's the whole nature of Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Reversing the irreversible. Reversing that which we think is irreversible. Man, I love the people who stumble in here by accident and then instantly become such valuable parts of our little, let's not call it a community, let's call it a family. Here's the difference between a family and a community. Community has rules. Family just cares for each other and all the mess that they cause. No one's ever kicked out of the family, right? They might seem to be. Thank you, chat. Love from India. Love from the United States. I appreciate that, my friend. Sure, Tiger King, you can ask. I got to go in just a minute, though. Chit says, anyone alive can guess how many followers Virat Kohli have on Instagram? He is an Indian cricket player. Hey, can I count till 7? Unfortunately, no. I only have 6 toes. So when I get to the end of my toes, I'm done counting. I could probably use my fingers, but my fingers are all dirty because I was counting my toes. And my feet, I try to keep my feet clean, but I only wash them once a day. So I never know what I'm going to get. Nothing I said is true. Disclaimer. So, this is the last time I'm ever going to tell this. Last time, I hope, I'm ever going to say this. You think Sniper is untouchable? Sniper does not interrupt every conversation with every single discussion with issues of Sniper. He could. If Sniper has an issue or a problem, if there's something troubling him, Sniper knows that he has family here that he can turn to and that we will give him unconditional love. But Sniper does not bring his, you did this to me, you hurt my feelings, this person did this person did that. Sniper is not a, hey Goga, Sniper is not in any way a disruptive influence. So he doesn't get the focus that way. Same with Sissy. Same with Anna. Same with Wessa. Same with Tom. I can't say the same about Kat. Kat's a disruptive influence. She broke open my heart and gave me nothing but love. The most disruptive force in the world. Bang. How's that for some serious flirting, guys? Yoga, how are you, my friend? I haven't seen the film Holy Mountain. Guys, the great Yoga with Goga is here. I had the opportunity to sit down with Yoga a couple months ago. One of the first people I reached out to when I was starting to do things differently. I was so glad that he said yes. A beautiful and profound conversation. He led us in some breath work and a brief meditation at the end. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, Goga will show you how to do it. If you want to be a content creator versus having a YouTube channel, Goga is the one to show you how to do it. If you want profound teachings in yoga, Goga's the person to go to. There's a reason why he is Yoga with Goga. Everything is yoga. If you're not making your YouTube channel part of your yoga practice, meaning union with God, you might be missing out. You give what you receive in truth. Let's see. Longden says Yogi isn't money motivated. Man, just a man who needs some money to get by doing what he loves for the one he loves. Thank you. Long John, that was beautifully said. For the remainder, for the last minute or so, I mean, I really appreciate that. Hey, by the way, Tiger King, everything that you say here in the chat, you can send me an email and say it to me in person. And I'd rather talk to you one-on-one. How's that sound? Instead of leaving any of this in the conversation, why don't you send it to me in person and I will address it every day. Just you and I. No complaints. I'll give you nothing but love. But that way, it takes it off of the screen. Conversation flows better. You're helping me. You're showing me that you're my friend. You're showing me that my channel, I guarantee you, if it keeps going in this direction, Tiger King, one or two things are going to happen. I will time you out every day when you show up because I know where it's going. I'll give you an opportunity and I will time you out, or I will end up not wanting to do this anymore. One or two things. We do have a third option. We just love each other through the mess. Through the terrible mess that the illusion creates, we love ourselves through it. What do you think? Thank you, Lizard Scream, sorry. I will look for that. I'm getting Lizard King as soon as I see that. Of course, because of Jim Morrison, the Lizard King. Hey, Hamlada, how are you, my friend? So, Tiger King, send me an email. How's that? We're going to head out. I'm going to head out and take my walk, guys. I got my workout to do. I got a guest this afternoon. This is Monday. Miss Pepper is very kind enough to switch days. Tomorrow, Miss Pepper will be up. And then we have Tom Wakechild making his reappearance. Wednesday, Julie Burst is coming up in the afternoon. Squirrel Snapper is going to be up in the evening. Esoteric Lounge. And I think that might be it for the week. My dates are all confused. We'll see. I think the next guest after that is the 16th. Tom says, nice, can't wait. Today, hey, Tom, I think you will like this guest. For anyone who, Course in Miracles, of course, as well as she has sat with Rupert Spira and Francis Lucille, two great non-duality teachers. Hey, Rich, how are you, my friend? Rich, thank you so much for renewing your membership. I really appreciate that. Always see you renew. I'm always so grateful that you do. Never feel that you have to, though. I got guests, Tiger King, as I mentioned. I have guests on the 9th. I think the only way it's going to ever work is when it's open. You know, when there's no guests, just come on up. It can't be planned. So, non-duality, Advaita Vedanta, talking about that. We're talking about A Course in Miracles. We talk about healing. Hey, thank you. Lizard Scream has just gotten a membership. Thank you so much. For that, I'm going to ring the bell. Why so glum? Because my nose is stuffed up. Herbal to you, my friend. Love you. So the complaint compartment to just a Yogi no longer doing as many burpees as he used to do in his basement, but still doing burpees, but mostly doing kettlebells, is now been shifted from my channel to my email address. Please address any concerns to JesseYogi at I really don't care about your complaints, but send them to me anyway .com, and I will be sure to answer. It's a completely made up email address, by the way. Kamari, how are you, my friend? There's a Scream You too, my friend. Thank you so much. Mike says, love you, man. Love you too. Thank you. Longyear says, I am the Lizard King. I can do anything. Jim Morrison, I think, probably was the Lizard King. Longyear says, Saiga, email Yogi with the things you want to discuss and the things that are bothering you. Better than hashing it out here. Trust me. Appreciate that. And I will read every email. If you send an email and I don't see it, remind me to look in my spam, because not everything from here goes through to my regular account if it's not recognized. Also, Facebook Messenger. If you're on Facebook, look me up. Trust me, I am open to complaints. I get it all the time. Why are you so bald? Why is your beard so messed up? Why do you wear glasses? Why do you talk funny? Why do you look funny? Why are you so short? Why are you so tall? Why are your chaps so massively developed? I don't know, man. It's a gift. Why are you asking me all these questions? Yoga says, and complaints. Just a Yogi listening to complaints in his basement. It's the name of my channel. Thank you, Whatsa. Whatsa, thank you so much. I'm going to ring the bell again. Why are you so inspirational? Why aren't you inspirational enough? For every one, why are you? I get the opposite, why are you? Why are you not? It's my friend Wasa. Richard, thank you so much, my friend. Hey, Glitch. Glitch says, I love that noise. Me too. Thank you, Sissy. Tiger King, it's all good, my friend. It's all good. You know that we love you. Melissa says, just figured out how to transfer my points into Google Credits. Sissy says, well, I lost connection and returned to such awesome generosity. Yes. Never fails to touch me deeply. Sir Seeker sends love to Rich. So many of you guys have been gifts from the algorithms. Thank you, Star Seeker. Rich says, buddy, there's a lot to tell you. Buddy, just a short summary. I'm working now, and I know what to do and not to, which I wasn't aware about before meeting you, man. Looking towards you as a father. Thank you, Rich. I hope I can. I hope I can offer you similar love as a father would. You've shared some of your struggle in the past, and I hope that struggle has been subsided a great deal, if not left behind completely, my friend. Sissy says that's how I get my tokens from playing games. So Tiger King, I can't schedule anything with you. I apologize. I can't do it. The only way it's ever going to work is if you pop up. It isn't anything personal, but we schedule things together between us before, and you never come up. If I do that now, that means that I have to deny a time for someone who will come up. That I have a guest who is a very important teacher, or is they're doing book promotion or whatever, and they're giving me some of their time. So I can't say no because someone else might come up. Do you know what I mean? I can't do that. I just can't do it. Tonight, we have a guest this afternoon. Tonight, I don't have a guest. If you want to come up and say hi tonight, come on up and say hi tonight. But that's the only way it's ever going to work. Did I miss Mike? Thank you again, Sissy. Mike, I missed your message. I apologize. But I see that our friend Tom, who has such a caring heart, says, sorry for your heartbreak, Mike. Never fun. So not knowing what you wrote, and I apologize, I'm just going to piggyback on Tom's message and say prayers. Whatever you're going through, my friend, prayers. Rich says, hey, Yogi, just a small question. How old are you? I am 60 years old. Been told that I don't look a day over 67. Tiger King says, okay, leave, come up then. Just stay in chat. Eric, thank you. You're welcome, Tiger King. I'm 60 years old, but my back is going on probably 71. My left knee is going on 80. But other than that, I feel about as good as I did when I was 40. Not today, particularly, because I'm under the weather. I think I'd still have some more 100-mile races if I choose to go on that route. I know I got some heavier kettlebells in my future. I love my yoga practice every day, and I will show up here 3 times a day as long as it's what I feel called to do. Melissa says, dang, 60? I just said 51. Well, it's because I wake up in the morning, put on my makeup, style my hair just right. I practice using, certain phrases that make people think that I'm younger. Like right now, I'm about to end the conversation, and I'm going to end it with 6'7", guys, 6'7". People are like, wow, man, he's really young. He's hip. He's in the know. 6'7", guys. No idea what that means. Yep, Longden says you have to commit, Tiger King. You have a history of committing and then being a no-show. And that makes you a liability. It's not even a yogi. It's basic principle. Thank you. Perfectly explained. I heard that is what it is. Which says, no, hey, listen, stay strong, stay happy. And as we're trying to meet you in person someday, by the way, my dad's 60 at this point. Thank you, Rich. And I will stay strong. And I will stay happy. I got periods, I've suffered through my own lifelong low-level depression that sometimes doesn't feel so low-level. I went through a long stretch of anxiety, panic attacks. But I've learned to be happy through it all. Mike says, what's one good deed I should do today? Whatever you say, I'll do my best to complete it. Silently offer love to everyone you come in contact with. They don't even have to know that you're doing it. Just silently wish a blessing of love upon each person you come in contact with. If you forget, offer yourself that same love. Say it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you forgot. Kat says, and I've told Yogi we need to have a yogi retreat. It's one of our first things we ever talked about. Tiger Skin says, why didn't you read this one out? Told you, why didn't you come up? Well, you don't tell them that, Eric? Tiger King, it's been like tons of times. I don't remember each time. So you have a lot of liars? No, we don't have a lot of liars. We have a lot of very sincere people who, for whatever reason, things happen. I don't think anyone's really a liar. I don't think anyone sets out with the point of lying. But I think sometimes life happens, people become defensive. Stuff happens. Life, it's complicated. Sorry. Wes is making me laugh, as he often does. Hey, Archie. Archie says, spread the love. Thank you, Archie. Tom says, love. The world needs love. Yes. That's it. Back to Tom. That's his entire practice. He's devoted his life to this. He's a back to Yogi. It is nonsensical on purpose and was never meant to have specific context. It came from a rap song. It is now considered to mean mid or so-so. Not good and not bad. Thank you, Archie, my friend. Guys, I hope you reach out to Archie. It's a great support channel. He's a great guy. Wonderful live streams. If you go there, send him a super chat. He'll sing a song for you. Lizard says, I find that in spirituality or expression channels, like you said about the mirror, instead of listening and reflection, it lies and ego, etc. It's easy to get caught up into it, you know? To be brutally honest, it is hard. The ego pulls us back and pulls us back and pulls us back. I am not immune to its effects in any way. However, I am occasionally glimpsed with moments of clarity. I wish it was longer. I wish it was deeper. It's getting there. It's getting there. I keep practicing. Every opportunity, every live stream, every encounter is a practice. What an awesome thing, man. Life is a practice. So, all right, guys, I got to go. Wish me luck for this afternoon. That I don't have to sneeze or blow my nose or wipe my nose continuously in the conversation with my guest. Don't wish me luck, wish my nose luck. Or my eyes don't start watering, which they're doing now. Lizard says, I'm not 60, I'll listen for a moment. No one's smarter and our village has changed. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm smarter than anyone, that's for sure. Tiger King, have a nice day too, my friend. What's it says? Break a leg. Break a leg and may the... What's the traditional blessing? May the snot run freely. May the snot run freely from your nose into the Kleenex before anyone notices. I think that's a traditional Irish blessing, if I'm not mistaken. Richard says, hey Yogi, sign off now. I'll try to join your live. Just a heads up, I will be with you always, no worries. Also got a surprise for you next month. Thank you, Rich. Rich, thank you so much for everything. Nice to meet you too, Lizard. It's a beautiful day for a beautiful day. Absolutely. Have a great start to your day, everyone. And we'll link up later. Yep, Lisa Natoli. For my non-duality friends, she has sat with Francis Lucille, Richard Spira. She is a devoted student of A Course in Miracles, and she's a healer. 7-6, don't place the carriage before the horse. You too, Mike. Lindsay says, God bless the algorithm. Indeed. What up, Joey Seymour? It's been forever, man. How you been? I remember you from high school. You remember me from high school? Man, I don't remember anyone from high school. You know what they say about high school? If you remember your high school years, you weren't really there. No one actually says that, but my high school years were pretty wild. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. Take care.